Every so often, there's a YouTuber who brings something so fresh to the community that their content is inescapable. It draws in millions of views, people just can't get enough of them, and they rise to the top of the fray. Paris Hilton does none of that. In fact, watching one of her YouTube videos is like watching a train wreck while being in the train wreck, and her videos are so well received, she often disables the likes. That's a sign of quality if I've ever seen one. Anyway, today we're watching a video titled Cooking with Paris, because if there's one person who has the credentials to teach me how to cook, it's the heiress of one of the biggest hotel chains in the world who has probably never had to cook a day in her life because she most likely has about 45 people operating her kitchen for her.
Hey guys, welcome to Cooking with Paris.
Why is she talking like she's about to do a reading of 50 Shades of Grey?
Hey guys, welcome to Cooking with Paris.
She's all like, hi guys, today we're making peanut butter and jelly. Start off with some thick, luscious bread, and then add some smooth peanut butter, and then add a little bit of silky jelly. Nice and sweet on the tongue.
Cooking with Paris.
This totally reminds me of those generic video templates that you can buy on random websites like Video Blocks. But even this one took more effort than Paris's.
As you all know, well, maybe not all of you know, the people who do know that I'm an amazing cook.
I have no idea if she's trying to tell us here that we should know that she's an amazing cook or that we don't know that she's an amazing cook, because there's no syntax to what she just said.
As you all know, well, maybe not all of you know, people who do know
that I'm an amazing cook.
By the way, there's so many things about this video already that just irk me. First off, why is she holding her dog and moving it around like it's an egg? It's like not wanting to be there. Like, come on, lady, put me down. I don't want to, like, look at that. Is it a baby? Is it a football? I can't really tell. It just looks like it had a stroke. Also, what the hell of a kind of cooking glove is that? Are you part of a motorcycle gang that cooks?
Ever since I was a little girl, I would always go with my mom in the kitchen and she would cook these amazing pastas and lasagnas and Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner. Just my entire life, I just remember sitting on the counter and watching my mom cook and also baking and cooking with her.
She baked and cooked with her mother her entire life, folks.
Hey, number one with a Coca-Cola.
So you expect me to believe that the same person who can't even drive themselves through a drive-thru has actually cooked anything in their lives? By the way, folks, I don't know if you noticed this, but at one point, she asks for chicken McNuggets.
Chicken McNuggets?
Well, she was actually at Burger King. So I'm sorry, I don't buy into this whole story about how she used to sit in the kitchen counter and cook with her mama, okay? I know you can get into a lot of exclusive clubs, Paris, but I'm sorry. You're never gonna be one of us. You're never gonna be a peasant who has to actually drive themselves through a drive-thru or make their own food.
This is my little assistant today, Diamond Baby.
I remember the last time my dog wore Chanel. It was around the same time that I filed for bankruptcy, because if my dog is wearing Chanel, then I don't have anything to eat.
So now I'm gonna teach you guys how to make lasagna. Let's do it.
Aye, she's gonna teach us how to make lasagna. Folks, the Italian in me is offended that she has the gall to teach us how to make anything other than an order on Grubhub.
So make sure to put the oven to 375.
Wait, what the hell is sliving? I never heard of that type of lasagna. Sliving, invented by our queen, Paris Hilton. It's slaying mixed with living my best life. End me now.
Over New Year's, I was in Yellowstone and I made lasagna, but they were the ones that you don't need to steam. So I would recommend getting those because it's way easier. You just literally put them in the oven. You don't have to steam them or anything, and
the disgust she has in her face as she's about to get her hands dirty and actually cook for the first time in her entire life is amusing to me. It really is.
I would definitely recommend getting shredded mozzarella because now I have to grate the cheese.
Oh, I feel so bad for little Paris Hilton. She's gonna have to grate some cheese. I can't believe it. What a society we live in that she actually has to rub a cheese against her grater.
Still, I wish this was already shredded, but whatever. Life could be worse.
That's right. It could be a lot worse. Like, Jeeves could just quit and you wouldn't have somebody to grate all the cheese for you in between takes.
I'm making this a lot more work than it is. So again, follow my directions. Get the pasta that is already like, no need to do this because it's annoying. And this is annoying.
Remember folks, making the food is annoying. Eating it is good, but making it, bad.
So brutal. I haven't done this since I was little, and I would like help my mom, and I'd be like so excited to do this. Now I'm like, I have a much bigger appreciation for already shredded mozzarella already.
How is it that this person who claims they did this as a child has no idea how to grate? Even I know how to grate cheese. You gotta hold it at an angle and go like this so it goes faster.
Okay, I'm gonna get another piece of cheese.
Look at the gloves she's wearing, okay? Those are like polyester or leather or something. They're not cooking gloves. So they're just like soaking in the bacteria and just straight up transferring it to her food.
That's why I wear my chef gloves. They're usually for sliving, but now that it's 2020, you're still gonna see sliving, but sliving it in a different way.
It's practically guaranteed every time you watch any type of Paris Hilton content that you will lose at least 5 IQ points. So tread carefully, folks.
Just letting you guys all know on Twitter right now, about to film a new YouTube video of me cooking my infamous lasagna. Hashtag cooking with Paris. Hashtag chef Paris. Hashtag Paris lasagna.
I don't know about you folks, but whenever I go to do anything, I always have at least 3 hashtags on hand to describe exactly what I'm doing. Like, let's say I'm gonna go on a hike. Hashtag Dennis hiking. Let's say I'm gonna go driving. Hashtag Dennis driving. Like, let's say I'm gonna hashtag what I'm doing right now. Hashtag Dennis watching a narcissist try to teach him how to make lasagna better than his Italian mother.
Okay. See all the ricotta.
I have to address something, and this is gonna be super picky, okay? I blame it on my Italian side of the family, but every time she says ricotta, I'm cringing, okay? The way my Italian family says it is ricotta. That's how you say it. Ricotta cheese, okay? That's how you say it. I can only see my Italian friends in Bensonhurst like watching this and just cracking up.
My favorite. Why is this one all curly looking? Hopefully it's supposed to be like that. If this one's like that, I guess it's normal.
Ah, yes, it's
that's
normal.
Whole milk in this.
Oh my God! Somebody explain this to her.
Okay, it's all like supposed to be like that.
I believe it, folks. Paris Hilton has cooked in her life before because she doesn't even know what the cheese is supposed to look like.
All these spoons are brutal. Come on. Sorry, I'm doing a cooking tutorial and I have like none of the correct things. I don't know what this is.
You know, most people who have been in a kitchen call that a spatula, but you can call it whatever you want since you're just making it up as you go along.
I usually take olive oil and put that instead of butter because it's healthier and it tastes better. I think I put too much.
Throw a
so
bunch.
if you ever do that, just go like this.
Oh my God! Oh, what am
Smush it
I
around.
watching? Jeez.
So you want like just like it kind of coating.
The fact she just poured a quarter of the olive oil bottle into that pan, then soaked it all up with a paper towel and threw it away is everything you need to know about Paris Hilton and cooking.
Right.
She just threw it away just because it fell on the kitchen counter. Oh my God. Talk about wasteful.
Again, I don't know if I have the right cooking utensil.
It's called a
One
spatula,
of these will work.
lady. Oh my holy bejesus. Why is she using 3 spatulas to cook the meat right now? She's not even using the one up there. She's got one just hanging up there like it's not even being used. I don't get it. This is really confusing.
This pan is too small.
No,
So
it's
you want to
not.
make sure it's like cooked, but like not all the way. All right. So just like flip it, kind of make it tan.
You heard it here first, folks. You got to tan the meat. Not cook it. You have to tan it. Now, some people have tried to spray tan their meat. Not sure if that works. Personally, I wouldn't try it.
So again with this, I'm not sure of the exact measurement of what you're supposed to do, but this is what I do every time. Just go like,
What?
oh no. Oh no.
Oh my God,
All right,
what? That's the secret to cooking good food, folks. Sodium up the wazoo. Get your cholesterol up to 1,000 so that you have a coronary before you even finish eating the meal.
So I'm gonna do my towel trick again. Take a towel, get bottled water, it's like, who knows what's in these sewers, to be on. And then dab.
That's next level rich, folks. Using bottled water to clean up the salt that you just wasted. That whole cleanup is gonna cost about $1.50.
This again is me just guessing. I have no idea how much, but I love putting this much, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, because I love 11, 11.
That's exactly how I cook too. I don't follow any measurements. I just follow my favorite numbers because it doesn't have to taste good. It just has to make me feel all nice and fuzzy on the inside while I do it.
Himalayan pink salt. Sounds cool. So do like 7 of these.
Why not add another 5 tablespoons of salt so whoever eats this strokes out before they're even able to get up off the table?
This is what I do when I cook. My unicorn mist. Of course, not near the food.
Oh yes, of course, not near the food, because you don't want it to taste like unicorns.
Okay, I was supposed to chop these onions and garlic, but I feel my lasagna should not have onion or garlic in it.
Folks, lasagnas don't need that sweet taste that onions add to them. They don't need that amazing quality that garlic adds to it because it's too much work, okay? If you can't buy it ready-made, it's not even worth including it into the food.
Alright. I actually brought these, so if I was gonna cut onions, I'd wear them. Usually I do that when I cut onions.
I don't believe you, at all.
First, start off with the first layer. That's hot. Good.
You wanna know how I know that she has never had to cook a day in her life? Because she just picked up that boiling hot pan, which she could barely touch because she said it was so hot, and she put it on top of that nice marble counter. Now, what happens when you put something that's like, let's say, 500 degrees Fahrenheit on a cold marble counter? Does it like crack or break or something? I don't know. That's so wrong. That's not how you do it. That's totally not how you do it. You can't pick up the, you gotta have one layer of pasta at the bottom. That looks disgusting. I'm sorry. It looks nasty.
Lasagna is like very hard to make. Well, actually, I don't think it is, but people think it is, but it's actually really fun and really easy.
Okay, you just contradicted yourself because at first you said it's really hard to make, then you said, no, actually it's really fun and easy, and I don't believe you. I don't, because it's not fun because you don't look like you're having fun, and it's not easy because I can already tell that it's trash.
But I guess it is a lot of steps compared to like making toast or something.
Totally appropriate comparison, folks. Making lasagna versus making toast. Well, the lasagna takes about 2 hours of prep. Making the toast just takes as much time as popping it into the toaster, pushing a button down, and waiting a minute.
So that's how you cook Paris lasagna. I hope you guys enjoyed my little cooking show. I'm gonna be cooking more, so let me know what I should cook next.
I'll be honest, it doesn't look that bad looking at it, but knowing everything she put into it, I would rather eat my dog's throw up than actually even touching that with a fork. I don't know who had the idea to make this, but if they had instead made a 15-minute video where Paris Hilton sits in the back of a limo and struggles to order Italian food at a Taco Bell drive-thru, I would have actually paid to see that. Anyway, defenders, make sure you like and subscribe for more videos like this. Every like will be another time that Paris Hilton tries to convince us that she's just like us, but fails miserably. Tell me in the comments down below, what do you think? This was kind of a treat. Yeah. Make sure you check out these videos right here. They're good too. Have an amazing day, defenders. I love all of you. Peace.